Hi everyone, welcome to the Starlight Realm by Jess. I am Jess, Jessica, and you might be wondering what all of this mess is. So, by the title of this video, I hope you can tell that this is a blunder. I made a boo-boo, and now we have to fix it. So, I bought these pill cases, like pill reminder cases, organizers, whatever you want to call them, from the Dollar Tree. And I'd seen another YouTuber use these because I was like, oh, well, that's a really cheap way of kitting up like a smaller painting. I'll show you the painting. Let's move this stuff out of the way. This is the painting that I'm working on. It is one of a set that I got off of Amazon for pretty cheap. It's a moon with like a palm tree. Here is like the thumbnail, if that helps. But it has only 23 colors, and I was like, oh, this will be perfect because you can do 28 colors for like $2. This was before they started charging more at the Dollar Tree. Anyway, so this sounded like a great idea. Okay, cool. Well, it ended up not being a great idea because these storage containers have the tiniest of gap along each division. So as you can see, there is now, hopefully you can see that, there is now like 3 or more colors in each one. So my attempt to be savvy and not spend as much money backfired. So what I'm going to attempt to do today is re-kit them. I'm going to use the Harbor Freight organizer 24 storage box, which I've already kitted up with the numbers. I have stickers that I got off of Amazon that are like this holographic. Yeah, so we're going to use those. And I got out a bunch of trays because I have tons of trays from, different projects and stuff. And I'm going to attempt, as I said, look, I've got like, these are like the new Diamond Art Club trays. These are just like, I think these are the clear plastic trays that come with like diamond dots. These come with diamond dots, the blue ones. I've got some of the middle ground, or maybe these were the, I don't know, these ones that are glittery from DAC. I've got gray ones that I think I got in a pack somewhere. I do have my Add More Zest. I figured what I'll do is I'll dump all of them in the Add More Zest, and then I'll like try to pick through them. Oh, I want a pair of tweezers. Pick through them to, get them. Ugh, I can't even get this open to get out my set of tweezers I've got over here. Anyway, I'll pick them out to get them all, situated. These are rounds. I don't know if you could tell, but they are rounds. So I'm going to attempt to do this. I think this is going to be a long project, so I won't be doing them all now. I think what we'll do is a couple of colors. and go from there. The bad thing is, one of the bad things, is there's no DACs on this. There weren't on the bags, there aren't on here. So I have little to nothing to go off of what the color is supposed to be. So I am thinking that this first color, that number 1, should be the lighter of the 2 pinks. I don't know if you can see that there are 2 colors of pink in there, but there are like a lighter pink and a dusty mauve pink. So I'm going to pick out the mauve pinks and put them in a tray because I think that is number 2. And then I'm going to take the dark beads, dark drills, and put them in another tray. Can you see what I'm doing? Is that sunlight bothering you guys? Hopefully not. Feels good on my back. So we'll just talk as we always do, like a whip and chat, sort of, but cleaning up diamond issues. So I I got new blue tack that I want to get put in one of my pens. So I thought I might use it on the next whip and chat, like Wednesday's Worthwhile Wednesday, and I'll show you guys how I load that, so that, you know, I don't know, in case anybody's curious how that works. So had a good weekend. Let's see, Friday night went out with Michael's mom to dinner, and then we came home and just kind of hung out here at the house. Where did we go for dinner? Oh, we went to one of the Mexican restaurants, and I got it's called arroz con pollo, so it's like rice and chicken with like queso cheese on it, and it's like my favorite. It's what I order pretty much everywhere, well, Mexican wise. Well, I got it, and they've changed their menu, and they said that it had like peppers and onions. So I said, okay, I don't want peppers and onions. You know, if I could have like raw onions on the side, that'd be fine, but I don't eat cooked onions. I don't like them. They're not my thing. Texture and stuff, I don't like them. So I did that, and the guy got my order right and everything, and he brings out my plate, and there are like tomatoes in it. Not fresh tomatoes. There are like, you know what I mean, like cooked in with the chicken tomatoes, which wasn't on the menu. And like I said, they had already changed the menu, that like they didn't have, like, that it had peppers and onions in it when I never had that before. So I didn't send it back or anything. I didn't want to wait because, you know, everybody else had their food and was going to, was, you know, going to get started eating, and I didn't want the hassle. So I didn't say anything, and my husband was like, you can send it back, blah, 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 and I was like, I know, but I didn't want to. So I didn't. So I just like ate around them. But like, again, I don't eat cooked tomatoes unless it's like tomato sauce, like, you know, like pasta, you know, kind of thing or whatever. Like, I just don't, it's not my thing. I'm a real weird, like, texture person. Like, I don't eat a lot of cooked vegetables because I don't like the texture. I like my vegetables raw in a salad. So yeah. So I was a little disappointed, but my food, I think that's But my food was good. It wasn't like gross or anything. But like, you know, but you get that like tomato residue and I don't know, the seediness and all that. Oops. So I was just, look, even that, I think that's a blue. Can you see that? That's a blue and these are like a blacker color, a darker color. So I'm going to move that one over. But yeah, so as you can tell, I'm not real good with the tweezers. Which is why you haven't really seen me use them on my channel. But yeah, I was just a little disappointed, like, oh, okay. So anyway, that was Friday night. Saturday, Sophia and I went and worked the JV football game concession stand for band boosters. We did all right. It was cold. It's, you know, it's October and it's getting chillier, and we're in West Virginia, so we are a state that that the weather does change. So it's chilly. We sold coffee, we sold hot chocolate, we sold all the hot dogs we had made up, which we'd only done like a small pack because we didn't want a bunch of waste. Small pack of pepperoni rolls, and then you know, nachos and cheese. We did sell some of those, but we didn't really sell a whole lot of anything else. So we only made, I don't know, like 120 some bucks. It wasn't anything earth shattering. Like, I don't think that took as long. I don't know how long I introed or whatever, but I'm only like 12 minutes in. Look at that. I don't think there's any. Yeah, cool. I got out my my spares to see if maybe that might help me in any way, but I don't know that it will. I also got out my binder that you guys have seen, because I thought, well, maybe, moving on to number 2, that maybe, you know, having the DACs would help, but this doesn't have any DACs, so it's not going to help. Okay, so it says that number 2 is also a pink, but it's this darker pink. So I moved that tray over because if I have any lighter pinks, there's a dog here, any lighter pinks, then I'll put them here because they're open on both sides, so it makes it real hard. I'm gonna unzip my jacket, sorry. And actually, I think I'm gonna take it off because that sun's hitting my back, which feels really good, but I'm starting to get a little warm. But yeah, so that was Saturday morning. Then went home, collected Penelope and Michael, and went to the Amish market, got our deli meat and stuff for the week. And then took the kids over to Grandma's. She kept them Saturday night, so they had a little sleepover at Grandma's. Michael and I went to dinner. We went and had Japanese. He was feeling sushi, so we went and had Japanese. So that was nice. And then we came back home. Just hung out. It was just us, you know. So we did get before we came home, we did go get blizzards from Dairy had a little snack, a little dessert. So when I was thinking about this project, I think I've told you guys about it a couple of times. I was like, oh, you know, how am I going to accomplish this? Because, like, it's kind of a monumental task in my opinion. I mean, luckily it's only 23 colors, that it's not more. My glue dot is not sticky. Oh, for those of you who like to know how you do this, so, oh, this isn't a glue dot. Shoot, kids, I forgot. This is pink wax in this one. Oh, I thought I picked up the pen that has the glue dot in it. Nope, this is pink wax, both sides, pink wax all the way. So I was just trying to pick up the glue dot. When there isn't a glue dot, I was going to pick it out, flip it around, because that's what when the glue dot starts to not be sticky, that's what I do, is I pick it out and turn it around with the pointy tweezers. But nope, this is just pink wax. I guess that's the risk you run when you do different, what would you call that? Different adhesives? Different materials in different pens. You run that risk of forgetting which one has what in it. I try to not mix them up because I haven't experienced it, but I know some have, that if you put a glue dot in a pen that you've previously had wax in, it doesn't stick in there real well and stuff. So I have tried to not mix up the materials, adhesives, whatever you want to call it, because I don't want to mess up a glue dot, because I stuck it in a pen that had wax in it previously. Anyway, so yeah, so we had blizzards. I got a cookie dough blizzard, just like a classic, you know, blizzard, not one of their like new seasonal ones or anything, and it was good. But you know what, the girl was like, does this look like a cookie dough blizzard? Because she obviously was just the girl handing them out, and I was like, no, because it looked too chocolatey. And so she was like, hold on. And they told her that, yeah, that was the cookie dough blizzard, that it had lots of cookie dough in it, and so it made it look chocolatey. Okay, whatever. Well, I started eating it, and I really think that it was cookie dough, but I think that they used chocolate ice cream to make it instead of the vanilla. So that's why it was that color, because it was chocolatier than like a normal cookie dough one. But again, I didn't complain. I didn't take it back or anything. It's just like, whatever, I'm gonna eat it. I ate all of the cookie dough out of it. Ate most of the ice cream, so it's fine. I think it depends on my mood if I complain or not, or maybe it depends on how much I'm spending on the particular item, if I complain or not. Like, if it's a steak, I'll send it back if it's not done correctly, you know. If it's a burger, sometimes. Depends. Like, there was a time over vacation, we went to Nag's Head this year. To the beach, which I had never been to Nag's Head. And, neither had the kids. And, we went to this one place that everybody swore by, you know, they're like, oh my god, it's so good and all this stuff. So we went, check it out. We sat and waited a long time to get in, which isn't like us. We don't generally wait. Whoops, that one went way off. We're generally not waiters for food. We just don't do that. I'm not going to be able to do tweezers much. I don't know why. Hands are hurting already. They hurt all weekend, actually. So, I don't know what that's about. I know my carpal tunnel is acting up. It's probably the cold weather setting in, too. Anyway. Man, my fat fingers. Okay, I'm gonna do this easy. I'm gonna take a different tray and just slide them off. You probably won't be able to see this. I'm gonna slide them off the table edge and into the tray and pour them back in here. Bam. There's not enough wax in the multi-placer side to pick them up. Multi-place style. Anyway. Oh, what I was saying. I guess I was whispering that. I don't know if you heard me. There's not enough wax in the multi-placer side to pick them up. Multi-placer style. So... I really think most of these are the dark pink. I do see a light pink here and there. But most of them are the dark pink. How many colors should we do today? If each one takes us like 10 minutes. How long? How many are you guys willing to watch? How much of correcting my mistake are we watching? Is this my mistake also? Like, I didn't think about there being those little gaps between the pill days. So, yeah, it was a great, cheap alternative, but pills aren't big enough to get through those. So, you know, well, and then I was trying to like figure out like, well, how did that person that I saw do that avoid that? But maybe it was a different type. Maybe they, you know, switched manufacturers or something, or they got theirs at like Walmart instead of like the Dollar Tree. Because I have seen the big, you know, pill cases at Walmart. I've actually thought about buying one too, because they're not real expensive. I think they're like $3 something, so like $4 to see if they have the gap. Because if they don't, oh, I'm gonna have to switch pens or get wax out. You're going to see lots of sunshine, guys, because I am actually, it is Monday, but I'm off because it's Columbus Day, and that's one of the holidays that we, at my work, we do half staff days. So half the staff works and half of it doesn't. So this is Diamond Dot Wax. This one I've used a lot. As you can see, it's kind of chewed up, but that's okay. I just stick it down in there and kind of twist. And then for the multi-placer, I stick it down in there and I wiggle it back and forth instead of twisting it. Sometimes it's better, let me move that out of the way, to stick it on a surface. Wiggle it around, back and forth. And then I just kind of tap them in. And then I put the little cover back on. I don't know that the little cover is that important of a thing, but I like to put it back on. Oh yeah, see? Bam, that's better. Can even pick up those upside down ones now. Stick them in there. Now we're cooking. Oh, look how much faster that is. I'm not trying to touch it 3 or 4 times. You guys might hear the dog running around, Holly running around. Sorry if that bothers anybody. She's running back and forth between the door and the window behind me. I think there must be somebody walking their dog, or a cat. There could be a stray or an outside cat walking around out there. So you'll probably hear her doing her thing. She's a little thrown off today because I'm not working. So her normal routine is after I let her out the first time in the morning, she'll come back upstairs with me and she'll sleep on the floor nearby and just kind of hang out. Once in a while she'll go and run around with the cat. She likes to kind of chew on her. She doesn't hurt her, but she does like to kind of chew on her. I don't know what that's about. So hope you guys are having a good Monday. I have dozed on and off since I took the kids to school, because I don't get to do that most days. You know, I go to work, or, you know, well, actually all of the days I go back to work. So she rattles our china hutch when she runs around the table. So you'll hear that. You might hear her making noise. My husband just walked upstairs from where his desk is, where we work from home, to get a snack or something. She's playing around with him. She wants him to chase her. But yeah. So that's why I'm home. That's why you're getting to see sunlight on my video, because usually video at night after the kids go to bed. But I thought I'd take advantage today of being home to do this project. Try to clean up this mess. I feel like in my defense, I probably didn't think that through. I didn't look at them close enough and was just like, oh, I can do this. And I thought for a quick, easy, cheapy project, I could just, you know, just use the pillowcase. So affordable. Psh, okay. Causing me issues later on, huh? Even when I'm pouring these out, they are popping into the one before it. What a mess. Okay, so I'm going to do what I've been doing. I'm going to move over the trays. And this will be... I got out like 26 trays. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to need for all 26 colors. Or not 26. 23. But, ended up only using like 3 at a time to separate. Let's see how much that one averaged. It was a little bit longer than 10, I think. So, but we did put wax in the pen, so you can count that. This one's a little bit harder. I don't even know if you can see on camera the difference, but this is like a darker blue, and these are either a dark blue or black. Whoops, just put that one in the wrong one. I put that one in the wrong one. So these ones are a little bit harder to see the difference on. Thinking about this and like, would it have been easier to just open up the containers I'm putting them in than to put them in trays? Maybe it would have been. I don't know. Man. The things we do, right? Would you have done this? Would you have just kept using the crappy thing and gone with it? Would you have thrown out the whole thing? Would you sit here and tediously pick out the diamonds? Let me know in the comments below. Speaking of comments, if you'd like to like, share, subscribe, I'd really appreciate the support. I am trying to upload videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. For you guys. Wednesday will be, Worthwhile Wednesday. Let me know if you're liking that format. Worthwhile Wednesday, where we talk about, we have like a little quote and talk about a little inspirational positivity thing, and then talk about 3 things that I find worthwhile. Last week I did TV shows, TV series. Are we still calling them TV series when they're like streaming? Are we doing that? Or are we calling them streaming series? They still consider TV. Does anybody still watch cable? We don't have cable. We haven't had cable in a really long time. I think we got rid of it before we even had the girls. So, yeah, like a really long time. Well, Sophia's 12. So, I haven't had it in at least 12 years. But I think it was before that. My husband and I have been together 15. So, trying to think if we ever had cable. I think we did when we first got together. I think we had cable when we first got together. I'm trying to think if we had it in the new, like when we moved to the house. So we were together in an apartment. I'm pretty sure we had it in the apartment. But I can't remember if we had it in the house. Look, here's a trash drill. Put him up there. He's like too itty bitty. He's just like a piece of trash, so I wouldn't even call him a drill. He was round, that counts. But he was like itty bitty. Do you guys have cable? Do you just do streaming services? What do you like to watch? Found out last night that a series we were watching on HBO, which we watched the whole thing of, 3 seasons of Joe Pera, is not being renewed, which is super sad because we really liked it. I think it was maybe a cartoon. No, I don't think it was a Cartoon Network or Adult Swim or whatever. I don't think so. I think it was just an HBO. But we really liked it. That he's very funny. The character is very funny and real wholesome. And I think that's what like drew us to that show. So yeah, we were sad to hear about that. But hopefully, you know, he'll have other opportunities, or he'll get picked up by another network or something maybe. Oh, here comes the cat. Here comes Ladybug. So if you hear rustling or we see some feet, that's her. She has been very lovey today, which isn't always like her. She needed more pets this morning than normal, which is fine. You know what? I think I just realized that I left my youngest daughter, Penelope's container from breakfast in the car. I heat her up. That was random. Sorry, guys. My choo-choo jumped the track. I heat her up these mini French toast bite things that she likes. They're from the freezer. You microwave them for like 45 seconds. But anyway, I put them in a bowl and I microwave them, and she takes them in the car. Well, today I drove her to school since I'm off from work. And I put the bowl on the floorboard of the passenger side of the car and in the front seat, and I might have forgotten it there. I'll have to look. Next time I take the dog out, I'll look. I'll go down to the car. Trying to decide what to have for lunch. We bought deli meat, like I said, so we could have deli sandwiches, or I could make us something since I'm not working. Or I could even go get us something because I'm not working. Usually I have to take my lunch break to go get Penelope off the bus at 3 o'clock, 3:15. And so we don't, you know. Oh, there's another little piece of trash. So I don't generally cook or, you know, go get us anything because I have to use my time wisely to go do that. Now Sophia is 12, so she walks home from the bus on her own. She has a cell phone so that she can do that. Yeah, so that's all the stuff that's been happening with us. Went to the grocery store yesterday. His mom made us lunch yesterday, so that was nice. I didn't have to make a big Sunday meal and then clean up from it and everything. So she made what she calls Italian chicken, which is fried chicken, but it is like her take on it. It's got like Italian seasonings and she does her own thing, and then sticks it in the oven to make sure it's good and done and all the way through and everything. It's very good. I've gotten pretty good at of doing it, replicating it myself. But of course, there's nothing like your, for like Michael and stuff. There's nothing like his mom's, So, and he doesn't get it very often. It's a lot of work. And she's, getting up in years. Oh, I just put those in the wrong one. Oh, Jessica, come on. See, this might be where the project goes south, huh? Like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get these colors fixed. And then depending on how much I screw up doing that, I might go screw it and get rid of it. But I'm not. I'm going to persevere. I want to do the project. I want to get it done. It's actually the only one I have kitted up that's round right now. Everything else I'm working on square. Do you guys like rounds or squares? What's your favorite? I know a lot of people seem to have a preference. From like the YouTubers I've watched, it seems like people have a preference. There she goes with her arm again. So this might be an ongoing series. Oh, what do you think of that, kids? Is this going to be boring? Probably. It's already boring now. Oh well. Oh well, right? We all make mistakes. And like, I tried to talk myself out of it at one point. Like, oh, it's not my mistake. Da-da-da. It worked so well for that other person. Like, I just, blah, blah, blah. But I really do feel like maybe I should have realized that that gap was there. But I think when you're kitting up a project, like maybe you're kitting up and you're just so excited about a new project. Like, I don't know what was going through my brain that day. If anything, I've had this one kitted up quite a while. Actually, all of my paintings I'm working on have been kitted up quite a while. My square diamond dots, the wave, is going on a while. I don't remember when I even kitted that one up. And then the dragons, the kitchen helpers from DAC, I kitted that up right before vacation. That was July. So I took it on vacation. I did my first few diamonds on it in the hotel room. I didn't diamond paint as much as I thought I would, so maybe next year I won't even take a diamond painting with me, or if I do, I'll take a small one like this to work on, because that was part of the problem. Was I forgot to take, I did take my light pad, but I forgot to take my little desk thing that I use. It's like a portable fold down desk. I did forget to take that with me, so I kind of had to just diamond paint on the bed, and yeah, just wasn't real comfortable or convenient or anything, so well, I think, guys, we'll get this color done and then we'll call it quits for the day. I'll do it again. We'll call this series something. Think of a name. Oopsies. Blunders. Diamond painting oopsies. Diamond painting blunders. Something. We all got them. I feel like some channels don't show you any of that. I know I watched a video of Add More Zest, Rebecca, or 4Kids at 147, whichever you know her by. Her and her daughter were kitting up a painting and messed up some colors and had to do something similar. But there was two of them. There's only one of me. This is potentially something Sophia would help me with, my 12-year-old. So maybe I will see if I can get her help doing this at some point. I did show her. She was like, "Oh, Mom." I was like, "Yep." So, oops. So yeah, so she does know about it. I was like, yeah, that wasn't a great idea. Because she generally helps me kit up and kit down. I kind of make her help me kit down because I feel like it's a two-person job. Like, she'll look at the spares box while I dekit and put them in order and put them in the baggies and stuff. She did dekit wrong one time, a color. Luckily, they were different colors enough that it was easy for her to get them fixed. She just got a couple of trays, you know what I mean, and did what I'm doing, basically. So, was I out of... hope I wasn't out of view for you guys. So, yeah. Maybe I'll get her. Would you guys like to meet Sophia? Have her sit in on a whip and chat. Maybe we could ask her questions. She diamond paints a little bit. She is very much, though, like, when she feels like it. Like, I think all of us are a little bit like that, because, like, it's a hobby, it's not a job, you know. But for her, she's very much like that. She does not... she doesn't do it unless she feels like it. And she does, like, smaller projects. The couple, like, the one big project that she wanted this llama from Diamond Dots, which was fine. And I went ahead and got it for her, and I helped her with it, though, because she did part of it and got real, like, meh. And I really wanted the storage back that she was using for it. So I made her help me finish it, because I was like, I'm not finishing this for you. And I definitely was like, I'm not dekitting it by myself. Like, you have to help. So, oh, is that a blue one? That is a blue one. Oh, come here, come here, come here. Oh no, I lost him. There he is. Is that him right there? Yeah, got him. Just kind of doing a little, yeah, sweet. So that's number 3. Number 4 is this blue. Alright guys, so we did the first 3 colors. Woohoo! So at least I know that I don't need all of these trays out, so I think I'm gonna leave out like this one and like this one I'm putting trash in, and I'll probably put the rest of these back away. I have a what are they called? Oh, it's pink. It's a pink toolbox, and I got it at Joann Fabrics on clearance like a billion years ago. So don't ask me for like a link to it or anything like that, because I'm pretty sure they don't, you know, they don't carry it anymore, because I think Sophia was either a baby or not even here yet at that point. I think she was a baby actually, but you know, I didn't really use the tweezers much. I used them a little bit. I'll leave them in the thing. Anyway, well, that is the video for today, guys. This is what I'm doing. This will be, like I said, an ongoing project because it's going to take a while. There's 23 colors. If we get there's 23 colors and we get 3 done in 50 minutes, 50-ish minutes. That's going to take some time. But anyway, I appreciate you guys coming and watching the video. Hope you have a great day, evening, night, weekend, morning, whatever it may be. And thanks for joining me again in the Starlight Realm by Jess.